in general, aim to be a wonderful man who they need. Aim to be one of those wonderful women who, even if we're not quite the right one for them, that they just always think we're just like wonderful because we were gracious. We dressed in alluring, attractive manners for the date. I didn't show up in my business gear. Even if I go right after work, I know how I'm dressing for the day, and I have something I can change into from my car. At least take the jacket off, put like some things. Women, we have clothes. Like there's stuff you can do, and be accepting of him. Ladies, when it comes to the first date, men and women are nervous. Men are more nervous than women typically, anyways, about being rejected. And so it's whatever you are with him, be gracious, be receiving of him. That, he might be, sometimes we don't know their exact profession before the first date. And then you discover a little bit more on the first date. And maybe they're a plumber, and I'm like, thank God for plumbers, but like maybe they're a profession where you're like tedious as the world to you, or for some touching emotional reason, really don't like it, whatever it is. Find something. My goal for folks for the first date, and I'll go into this more next week, but like Kathy won't be here, so I'm just going to touch on this, is my goal for folks for the first date is have fun and aim to find something interesting, unique about this person. Because pretty much everyone has something. I mean, they're a human being. This is not about it's what all too often happens with folks who are single who like want to get married. Have this, thing of, I have to find the one. And so that's their goal for the first date is, are you the one? And it's almost like that too, like from what, like the confrontation. And the guys feel it, and they're like, it's too aggressive, it's intimidating. I hear from women, I intimidate men. I'm like, well, yeah, because you left no room for him to be him. And just to appreciate that. Not necessarily go marry it, just appreciate it. He probably held the door for you. Or even if you sort of stood there and flirted and then he held the door for you, smile, flirt with him a little bit, and for goodness sake, say thank you. In all likelihood for the first date, he's probably paying. And I know, and I see this from Match.com and a bunch of the ads where it is a restaurant meal accoutrement first date. I don't recommend that for the first date. I recommend drinks and apps, about an hour. And it really has to be more for next week, but that's just like my highlights of Hamlet of around that amount of time and that kind of goal. And drinks and apps, drinks can be coffee, drinks can be tea, drinks can be sparkling water. It's not about the alcohol. Although if you're okay with alcohol, a wine bar and like a little bit of wine is like just like the right amount. It's only a little. It's like, because sometimes we're nervous, next thing you know, you're having like the second glass, and maybe your alcohol tolerance isn't that great. We all slur, by the second glass of anything. So it's like, if you're sticking to wine and you have like a little bit more, you're still within, you're not really embarrassing yourself, and it's all kind of fun, and it's just generally warm with having one glass of wine, as opposed to, I started having like serious drinks, next thing you know, I've said something embarrassing, or just, I got more intoxicated than I meant to, or anything like that. And plus, like the safety habits too, because it's not only about the date you're meeting, it's about walking back to your car, it's about driving afterwards as well. So think of that as sort of the frame, and it's meant to be only about an hour, not 6 hours, not 4 hours with someone who's a complete stranger still, because you haven't met yet.